Stick around to the end to see how much this fix could cost you. Hey folks, if you own a Toyota Tacoma from 2016 to 2023, listen up. There's a quirky little issue you might have noticed, and it's got a lot of owners scratching their heads. Imagine you're driving on a warm day, AC blasting, and suddenly you hear a high-pitched whistle coming from the vents. It's not loud, but it's sharp, almost like a tea kettle. But just for a second or two. This whistle usually lasts about 1 to 3 seconds, and it tends to show up when the air conditioning compressor cycles on or off. Some owners say it's most noticeable when they're stopped at a light or just starting to accelerate. Others report it happens more often on really hot days, or when they rev the engine a bit higher than usual. It can be random. Sometimes you'll hear it several times on a drive, other days not at all. The sound itself is a bit mysterious. Some people describe it as a faint whistle. Others say it's more like a chirp or a squeak. But almost everyone agrees. It's coming from the vents, and it's tied to the air conditioning. Some owners worry it's a sign of a bigger problem, maybe a failing compressor or a leak in the system. But here's the thing. It's not dangerous, and it won't leave you stranded. The real cause? It's a quirk in the evaporator core design. When the AC cycles, air rushes through just the right way to create that whistle. It's more of an annoyance than a threat to your truck. Still, it can drive you nuts, especially if you like a quiet ride. Some drivers say it's so subtle their passengers don't even notice, while others find it impossible to ignore. Now here's where it gets confusing. Some folks think it's a recall, but it's not. Toyota actually put out a Technical Service Bulletin, called a TSB, about this exact issue. The TSB number is TSB-0004-22 Rev 1, and it covers Tacomas from 2016 all the way to 2023. You might also see it listed under NHTSA ID 1022796, and Toyota calls it intermittent whistle noise through vents with air conditioning on. This isn't just a rare fluke. Hundreds of Tacoma owners have reported the same thing online, in forums, and to their dealers. It's common enough that Toyota had to address it officially. So if you hear that whistle, don't worry. You're not alone, and you're not imagining things. In the next chapter, I'll show you exactly what to do about it. So, what's the fix? First, your dealer will try to reproduce the noise, running your engine around 3,000 revolutions per minute with the AC on until the compressor cycles. If they hear that whistle, then you're in business. If not, the TSB doesn't apply. The official fix is to swap out the evaporator core with a new updated part number 88501-04070. This is a big job, dash out and all. So if you're still under the 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty, you're covered. If not, it can cost around $2,000. But some owners got Toyota or their dealer to cover it as a goodwill gesture, especially if they complained earlier. Bottom line, if your Tacoma whistles like this, bring these numbers, TSB-0004-22, Rev 1 and Part 88501-04070, to your dealer and ask them to follow the bulletin. If you found this tip helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world car advice, and drop your experience with this issue in the comments below. See you next time. And finally, if you're out of warranty, this fix can cost around $2,000 at the dealer. However, some owners have had Toyota or their dealer cover it as a goodwill gesture, so it's always worth asking.